Hello. I want to introduce my program for the diabetic patients. Yes. Uh, I developed this program for 1.5 years. So finally, I released this program on Google Market. Yes. So now you are seeing my program on the Google Market. So let's see what its program's features are. First of all, I made this program for diabetic patients. Diabetic patients have to check their blood glucose level 7 times every day. Yeah, so it is very irritating and it's not easy. Yes, and sometimes they have to check their blood test more than 7 times. Yeah, so nevertheless, it's so hard to control their blood glucose level. So the glucose level prediction is very important for the diabetic patients. So nowadays there are many IT devices with sensors for checking their glucose level in real time. But the problem is it requires much money. Yes. As far as I know, the monthly cost is about $400. Yes. So anyway, the glucose level prediction is very important. Or yeah, so my program predicts the current and the future glucose level based on the previous data. In other words, diabetic patients should register their body data into my program. You may think it is it's not easy to input every data into the program, but I think to prevent the worst scenario, a kind of hyperglycemia or hypoglycemia. Yeah, those preventions are more important. Yes, and you can manage your body data with the history information. So yeah, so I'd like to recommend using this program. Now you are seeing the main page on my Google Market. So the default language is based on Korean, but if you are using non-Korean device or smartphone, the text will be shown as English. Yeah, so first of all, this means glucose input. So when you click this button, then you can input your glucose level. And this means for your meal or kind of any food information. In other words, whenever you eat food or something, it's required to register your food or meal calorie every time. And it's the setting area. In other words, these programs notify you a dangerous level or the glucose prediction level in voice or email, by an email. Yeah. So, but sometimes you may want to make the mode off. In other words, when you have a meeting with other persons, this alarming may make your meetings it's not going well. So, and in the sleeping time, you may want turn off the alarming. In that case, you can set these options. But basically, I recommend to turn on all options because dangerous level alarming should be notified at any time. And if you are using insulin pump, you should have some basic insulin level after clicking this button. And this is for insulin injection. Our programs provide 3 insulin injections area. In other words, diabetic patients can use 3 different insulin injections. For example, you may use the fast insulin, yes, or you may use the kind of the long kind of insulin is effect happens after a long hour, after a long time. So there are 3 different types of insulins, so you can use those insulins separately. And it's the graph service. In other words, you can use your body data in graph mode. Basically, graph is shown daily. Yeah, it's shown as daily mode. In other words, you can check each day's your body's graph. This is your glucose flow and the prediction area. In other words, after clicking this button, you can check your previous glucose flows and the future prediction level. And after clicking this button, you can check the recent your glucose level. Sometimes diabetic patients forget when they check their glucose level recently. Yeah, so with this service, you can easily check your recent glucose level. Recent your glucose level and the recent glucose checking time. And this is the exit button. This is when you click in the setting button, you can see this list activity. Activity is a kind of a screen in Android. Yeah, so this is the list. In other words, is for meal menu setting, email setting, insulin setting, and the voice setting, and the email setting, email tuning. Email tuning means basically this program is based on machine learning algorithms. So for its machine learning algorithm, you have to this program is calculates some parameters. Yeah. So frankly speaking, it's a kind of technical option. And this button means just to send the parameters to your email each time. So if you are not interested in these parameters, it's okay, just ignore this button. And this is the your GPS, GPS information. Sometimes when diabetic patients has hypoglycemia, they could fall down suddenly. It's a very dangerous situation. So in that case, their family or close friend or other persons should find him or her fast. So in that case, they can use their GPS information. And this is the alarming area of the glucose level. Basically the hyperglycemia level is 180 and the hypoglycemia level is maybe 60. Yes. You can control and adjust the level based on your situation. This is the screen for your hypoglycemia or hypoglycemia level. The default value is 180 and 50 for hypoglycemia. You can adjust the level by clicking these buttons. This is the glucose flow list. So, for example, you inject the first insulin August 5th, 11:51. And you injected 2 units. And you register your glucose level the August 7th at 22:20 as 9090. And this means the insulin pump. This screen shows your glucose level prediction. Okay, let me show you my demonstration of the program. Okay, let me find the program. This is my program, and you can launch this program. Okay. Yes, it's English mode, so you can see the language as in English. As I said, this means that input the glucose level. So okay, let me lay down the smartphone and check again. Okay, I'm sorry. First of all, whenever you check your glucose level, please register your glucose level after clicking this button. You can use here, and let me register my glucose level for as an example. If 99, current time. So I input glucose level. Let's checking. It has been registered. And after it's night, so after minutes ago I drank a juice with 25 kilocalorie So I have to register this calorie. Okay, it's very easy. And it's a setting menu. And for example, you can register your meal or your foods list in this area. So you can just, if you want to add something, kind of biscuit or bread, just click the add button. In that case, you can find the empty area in the bottom, so you can click and input some your meal. So orange. Color is 20. Yes. Very easy. Then just click the C button. And you can check that you can find that you can find the orange. But it's my mistake. I didn't register the orange's calories. So let me check it. Where is the orange? Yes, orange. Oh, 20 calorie. Sorry, it's input, but the calorie is not shown here. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah, calorie have to be orange's calorie have to show up, but it's not shown, so it's a bug. I'm sorry, I will fix it soon. Then you can set your alarming time. Basically, the alarming mode is active in whole time area, and you can disable some areas just to clicking, just to turn off your time. And yeah, so this turned off area makes your alarms the not available. This is the insulin pump. Basically, insulin pumps requires the basic insulin injection amount, so you have to register the amount of insulins. And currently there are one insulin injection button, but you can add more insulin injection buttons. I said totally it provides the 3 insulins, and by clicking this button, you can sorry. Parking button. Yes, you can check your glucose in a graph. It's based on a day Yes. Okay. Get this glucose level frozen prediction. It's the latest glucose data. Yes. And there's a very information setting, email setting. Yeah, please register your email, but it's for sending your data to your family or other close friends email. Yeah, for sending your data, this program requires your email account. So I don't recommend for you to use the previous year email. Just to create your email newly. You can create your email newly easily and use those account because you have to register your email password. For your reference, your data is not leaked. In other words, your data is not shared by other persons who you may not know. Yeah, so nevertheless, I recommend to use newly created your email account. And this area is your family's or your doctor's email address. Yeah, data will be shared with this email. And let me okay, that's all. And thank you very much. And you have any question or you are interested in my program, please your feedback or message, as it will be very much helpful for me. Yes, and you have a good idea. Yes, I want to be shared from you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.